one of my friend is here is Dr. T.P. Shashikumar. I want him to ask a question to you.
Sure.
I think it was beautiful. We are on 29th day. I like to subtract the first day and today. So we had 27 days of different stars coming from different parts of the globe. 27 stars is Indian tradition, right? All that what has happened, you made it a beautiful culmination of all ideas in one. No wonder why you became the chair of World Parliament Religion. It's great. Probably I just saw the website and I was looking for the registration form. I just posted in the chat box also. Do you think that we are taking such an activity is happening to the people who are really feel proud of this activity, looking at where is it happened? Does it get a real opening for the public? See, unless now you spoke, I am participating it. Otherwise, I'm 100% sure I may not even know that it is happening. Got it? Because it goes through only few channels, restricted to few people. Why is it such activities are not getting coming to the real people who may be? You need a lot of new fresh group of people to get introduced into. That is how Swami Vivekananda came there. Otherwise, he was only picked up as a youth. I don't think the whole group came along with Swami Vivekananda, even accepted him as one who has to participate. We knew the problems, right? So why that tradition is not getting either from UN or from government or from religion or from politics? We are not able to get rid of this entanglement of these structures and traditions which are open in this digital media. It must be freely available to everybody, right?
Yeah. So
if you ask me a question, I may not even know that you are the chair. I just Googled and found it, and I also posted the news which came on March. No, all that I posted in the chat box plus in the Facebook.
So the way I see it is, right, it is how you see it, right? So yes, the talk would be that, okay, we may get to 10,000 registrations. So only 10,000 people are going to know about the virtual convention that Parliament happened. In 1893, there were a few men around the world, maybe less than 200, who got together and said, okay, let's talk about religion as a subject and how humanity is all about. But those small beginnings, Sasibhai, have now blossomed into, there are numerous interfaith organizations around the world who are doing the work, right? So is the Parliament doing the work everywhere? That is not of consequence anymore, as long as we have sown seeds everywhere where there are hundreds of other interfaith organizations that are continuing the same dialogue, right? No interfaith organization has been set up to say, I want to prove that I'm the best religion, right? Or I'm the only one that has solutions to every problem of the world. Every interfaith is saying, commonly we'll find the solution. Together we'll find it. So if one humble start in 1893 has created almost thousands of interfaith in 2021, I think so the work needs to continue to happen. So I may only bring in 10,000 people in the Parliament virtual convention, but then you can carry that message and you can bring it to another 10,000, and from that it will cascade down. Now, in the end, Parliament of World Religions is recognized as the birthplace of interfaith movement, right? And through that, it is our responsibility to continue spreading that light, right? But we don't want to own the light. It is not like we are the only ones who can have an interfaith dialogue, right? All of you should have that interfaith dialogue. All of you should find that solution, because whether we are like quote unquote integrated or like related, or we have some kind of a relationship, that is not important. The common thread is that we are all believing that together there are solutions to the world issues. And I strongly believe religion is the only place where you'll find solutions to world issues, because there is something about faith that interwovens us without questions, right? We may call it whatever, call him Allah, call him Christ, call him Krishna, call him Shiva, call him Mahavir. This person, this faith is our respect for the unknown. And from that unknown, we say, do we derive the strength to handle what is going on right now? And that is what we have to find. And I call that the word religion is now faith. Now, obviously, I went to a school called Faith Academy, so it was about faith for me all throughout. But it's this that we are trying to create, right? No one wants to own. When I read some of the Google Wikipedias and everything, that Parliament of World Religions is the first interfaith dialogue that happened and everything. Okay, that's a good credit because that's how historians have put it down. But are we the only ones? Absolutely not. We don't want to take that responsibility because then it's too large of a project and we need more help. So your organizations and every interfaith organization in the world is very much part of that. And let's continue to create the dialogues and work independently, yet having that common reason for existence is to find solutions through faith. And that's what we're all about. That's how I see it.
That was a wonderful answer. On off the head, just some ideas are coming. Shall I throw you some small ideas?
Sure.
Lot of hospitals take care of all the medical needs of people, but still we have a Red Cross. Can we have a White Cross for religions all across the globe, where we can send people to Palestine, we can send people to different parts of the world where real problems are happening? I am ready to hold that white and then surrender my life for that cause.
Yes, I think so. Very important, right? You have to be associated to feel it, right? Because otherwise it didn't happen in your backyard, right? So you have to be associated, and it is, I am with you. I'm with you on that. Yes.
I think some new ideas should emerge, right? We have a Red Cross all over. Wherever problem is there, volunteers are being sent. Let us also have some peacekeeping force, not only in problem areas where White Cross. Yeah, Dilip ji.
Yeah, we are ready to work. I want to go Dr. Vinamra Sharma from the university, Amity University.
Namaste Guruji and Namaste everyone, all the dignitaries present here. I have one question actually. When we go through, I am a complete that because Indian system of medicine, I am a Ayurvedist and also that yoga I am as a faculty. My question is that what have to do? Means we are following that ahimsa, we are following the satya. What have to do if a person come to you, come to me and doing hinsa against me? So, Guruji, you are here and all the learned speakers is here. So, may I know that how we can approach it?
I saw Dr. TP Shajikumar is going to say something. Yes.
Dr. Vinamra Sharma,
Yes,
let
sir.
me ask you one question. As
Yes, sir.
per Indian rule, do I have the right to arrest somebody? I am not a policeman. Do I have the right to arrest someone? That's a basic question which I am asking.
Yeah, there is a right, sir. Law and legislations are there, but if somebody is doing the wrong thing, that there is a regulations are there.
Anybody can arrest. Anybody can arrest anybody else. You need not be a police to arrest. Sujita, don't agree?
There's a law according to that.
According to Indian rule, anyone can arrest somebody else. I'm a LLB. I've got a law degree. And I am one of the best barristers of Kerala's nephew. I have taught many judges. Judges used to attend my class. I am talking full authoritatively. And I was part of cabinet secretariat where I was in the policing department. Who has the power to arrest somebody else? Anybody has the power to arrest somebody else. Arresting means tie them, keep them. But immediately I am supposed to inform the police.
Correct.
I cannot keep him for longer time. I should take minimum time and then put him into the custody of police and tell this is what has happened. Just now Dilip ji was telling, what should I do if somebody is doing wrong? That is Indian rule. Now we are not talking about Indian rule. We are talking about Sanatana Dharma.
Correct.
Have you seen all the God with one hand blessings, but piche kya rehte? All weapons.
All the weapons.
You know why? The Bharatiya Shastra never talk about Mahatma Gandhi's non-violence. That is Mahatma Gandhi's. Bhagavan Krishna sat behind, but he put somebody else in the front to fight only. Wherever adharma is there, take your weapons. Let us look at the consequence later. If somebody hits you and you die, no problem. But you can hit. Because Bharatiya Shastram says, Agradas Chaduro Veda Prishtajas Shasaram Danur. Agradas Chaduro Veda. Give him sufficient advices, tell him calm, peaceful, calm. But if you don't listen, use your weapon. Idam Brahmam, Idam Chatram. Idam Brahmam, Idam Chatram. Wherever Brahmana's quality has to be shown. Brahmana is always working with the tongue, buddhi. Brahman's quality. Knowledge is to be spread. Tell him this is not correct and all that. That's Brahman's job. Kshatriya's job is work with the shoulder. That means both hands have to work. Shapadabi, Sharadabi. Sometimes you don't have to take a weapon. You can give shapa. If you are a real yogi, give shapa. We do that sometimes. By mistake. That's the last resort.
Correct.
Understood? Even an auto fellow cheats you. Mind, I keep on praying, God, please don't make me angry to give him a shapa. Finished. His accident will happen, 100% sure. So my prayers is not to give shapa to him, to calm me, please, 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 don't get angry. But if that doesn't work, I smash him also. Kalaripet is there, black belt is also there.
Correct.
This part is good enough to hit, not this part. Only I hit from this part because this is hand where we give Ashirvada. Don't use that. Use this part. Understood? Shahapadabi, Sharyadabi. Learn this. Agradas Chaduro Veda, Prishtajas Sasaram Danur, Idam Brahmam, Idam Chatram, Shapadabi, Sharyadabi. So this doubt should not come from now onwards. If you are a teacher, every student, even though he is grown up with a mustache, he is a dependent. That is why parents column is there. I was executive director. Somebody said, I am 18 years old, I can decide. No, you cannot decide. You are dependent on your parent. As long as you are dependent, parent is, that is why when we throw somebody out of the college, we will say, get your parents. No, I am 18 years old, I won't bring parents. No, parents are must. Every student is a student irrespective of their age. So as teachers, the rules have to be understood very clearly. You should have how much discipline we can have in the classroom when we don't tolerate what is to be done. In the public, what is to be done. As teachers in the public, what are our responsibilities? As religious people, what are our responsibilities? All these are to be understood. Non-violence, mutual understanding, equality, everything is fine, but only mutual understanding. See, if you are good, I am also good. We should reflect only. If somebody is coming with, what is the purpose of giving a Veda Upadesha to somebody, the buffalo who is coming to hit you? Vedam will not work. You should only hit them back, right?
Yes, TP.
The word Atithi, that is practically what we follow. Tithi means date. Atithi means without a date. So dating is not part of Indian system. Not dating is part of Indian system. We respect people. Aditi Devo Bhava. Those people who come to my house without taking an appointment, and we don't give disappointment to them because they are equal to God for us. But there it is only dating. No, the culture is Atithi. That is more important. I can barge into anybody's house. See, one of the things when I conduct camps for children in my native village, people come from different country. I tell them, I will give somebody's address and tell them, you go and find out their house. How do you find out? You should ask people. How do you ask if you don't see anybody on the road? You go to their houses and then ask. Definitely in a village, when somebody goes, they will ask you to sit, they will give you something to eat. I said, you eat. This is how you learn how to beg. And don't come back until evening. That means I am not going to give you breakfast, lunch and evening tea. All that is outside in the village in somebody's house. They were all rich people. They all belongs to the rich man's daughter, son. I say, you go. So first thing what I teach all of them is how to beg and eat. Definitely they will say water bottle. I said nothing. In a village, no water bottle, no tiffin box, nothing. You go wherever you get food, eat. So one day they will learn how to get into somebody's house without a notice. This is what is our culture. This is what we teach in my small hermitage in my village. All people will be sent back out first day. Second day onward, this is actually advertising, because we will tell there are 20 people from different countries came to my house. So next day you will see all of them will bring tiffin, food to eat, vegetables, fruits, everything. All of them will cook for others and then feed all of them. This is what we follow actually. Dilip ji, I just wanted, we missed that suggestion of Dr. Rani, who was mentioning the school academics, we need one period calendar and all that, right? Actually, NCERT has got a beautiful book on yoga, which is prescribed for 9th and 10th class. But I have gone through that. It is so bad sometimes. I don't think any teacher who is not well into that. See what happens in most of the schools, they will assign this and they have to grade them, give them mark. For everything is a certification program, right? So it's like not a good cook spoils the porridge, right? So if somebody loves yoga, that will also end with hating that. The same book contains 9th class, 10th class syllabus together and says first part has to be in 9th, second part has to be in 10th. I think somebody will have to relook at it and then write it not as an academic activity, but mix of all these concepts. It doesn't have that. It only talks about a major portion, only yogasana, because the modern yoga is what is put, not even history of yoga as it is. Most of the people, when you give this academically, if you do a mistake, it's a bigger mistake because it spreads too fast. Other people, anyway, they have interest, they keep learning. But when they learn academically, if it is not cleaned, filtered properly, we are doing a big mistakes. That is what I have seen here. I had experience in America where international schools conduct religious exhibitions like science exhibition, art, sports and all that. That is a wonderful thing. I could attend 2 of them where they have different rooms in which the pictures, scriptures, books, messages are made like posters. people can come and see, like a science exhibition or maybe sports festival. The religious festival is conducted for 2-3 days. And then they have a colloquium in which I was representing Hinduism in Columbus. So lot of questions are asked by children. That is not becoming secular. Probably becoming secular is not in our dictionary. It's impossible. But respect other religions equally and learn equally. If that can be done, we should have, every school should have a religious festival. There are a lot of minority institutions, they are not exposed to other religions. So they become blind. They don't even open up. So I think this should be one of the academic activity which is happening at different levels. For example, every engineer is supposed to learn environment science. That is because we had environment 2 became too hazardous. I was teaching environment science in engineering college. So similarly, we should have spirituality, all the religious practices being taught by probably some people, not like daily curriculum where teachers will teach. If teachers teaches, it may not be very good. We need the respective experts coming and teaching. Otherwise, one teacher will learn all the religious practices. I am sure that is going to be like adding all the masalas together, which is not giving a real porridge. That is what is probably something which we should start at least in schools where we have got an influence. That's what is to be done. It's a suggestion because Madam was suggesting that we should have one period like an academic activity like sports. No, we don't have B.Ed, M.Ed teachers who have been trained in sports. Like we don't have somebody who trained in religion in different. Otherwise, every BPEd is trained in most of the sports. Do we have such a religious person who is trained in all the religious? I will not be. Somebody asked me, why are you talking about only Hinduism? Because by mistake, my parents happen to be Hindus. It's not, and I cannot speak a different language. Though I tried my level best to learn little bit of Quran and maybe Bible, I am not that eloquent. And Jainism is, yes, more secular, but still that secularism is there in Jain. But whether Jains people have it or not is a big question. Similarly, Christ never popularized Christianity. No. See, the messenger is somebody different and the followers of messenger have got a different word. So these messages, when we learn, if we are not trained properly, we will make a lot of mistakes. We will dilute it. So academically, teaching religion is like academically we are teaching medical science. Unless we get educated in medical science, we will make a lot of mistakes. I just wanted to make a comment to that.
Even in our seminaries, I see this one because we teach different theology. And when it is coming to the practical sense, you see, give them hard day or hard homework to do, and they will piss off within seconds.
No, I know. See, there is a place here, Red Hills, where the fathers in different Christian belief systems are training people in their religious practices. But 1 week they will come to Ramakrishna Mutt to learn Hinduism. So what do? Is we have got at least 1 week multiplied by 6 hours, 30 hours we teach them what is Hinduism. But they are not appointing their teachers to teach. That will not work. So I remember when I was talking about the Bhagavad Gita and all, somebody comes and says, sir, my hair is raising. I said, don't worry, your grandfather would have been correct. So this can happen. Everybody's goosebumps will come because they're in the DNA and in the blood. Nobody can help it.
This is the thing I'll say. If somebody behave nice around the globe, it is a great blessing for that person. People go through different difficulties in their life and they have a revenging mentality and it will create a problem.
Magnetic power that easily can bring in all the children and all the youth.
Yesterday I enjoyed your magic. I also do that. I must have met more than 5 million students in my life. Almost the equal number of teachers. It is very difficult to grab attentions of teachers. So we do some magic, lot of activities. That
Yes,
is how
yes.
to grab attention. I do that.
Thank you.
Good.
Chairman, do you remember Gandhi's song? Vaishnava Janata? Gandhi's favorite song. Vaishnava Janata.
Vaishnava Janato.
Then we will have a question whether it is a changed version or the original version.
Original.
Second one, there is a great joke. Make it very light and a joke, right? Sometimes to maintain and demonstrate the poverty, we have to invest a lot of money. To maintain poor living people, there is a rich, expensive programs. Take it light. It's a joke. I think American people, most of the best libraries have got maximum number of books on Mahatma Gandhi. I have not seen such number of books for any international leaders other than Mahatma Gandhi. Corners are there in American libraries. So I had a question and I was investigating why America has got maximum number of books on Mahatma Gandhi. And the reason is, in 1970s, India had a food problem. Sufficient food was not available. We got wheat from America. And what we had sent back to America was most of the books. And one of the best books which we printed in large number was our patriotic leaders and their life stories. But one of the book which everybody has to read probably is Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan published Gita, My Mother, which is written by Mahatma Gandhi. Second book on Mahatma Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi's doctor wrote a book, that is The Law of Health. Pick it up and read. These are two good books which I suggest. One written by Mahatma Gandhi, another one was written for Mahatma Gandhi. That book contains a beautiful picture of Mahatma Gandhi on his 74th birthday with a small quotation, which I don't want to tell now. People must be curious to look at how he looked at his own life. If not, you should see the two movies. One, Mahatma Gandhi's life story, which is well known. Second one, there is another version of Mahatma Gandhi, Gandhi, My Father.
Right.
There is a book, there is a movie which is created. As the children, how do they look at not the father of nation, the father of the kids, right? So there are different aspects to be understood when we learn. It's nice to, I got into Bhagavad Gita because I read Mahatma Gandhi's Gita, My Mother. That was my starting. We had politicians turned into spiritual person. I keep saying Aurobindo was one of the best examples. But we had somebody in politics who merged into spirituality. That was Mahatma Gandhi. He lived like a spiritual man. But then everybody has this problem. They have their own cult of people where protect them, take care of them, safeguard them. I think Britishers took care of Mahatma Gandhi much better than as Indians would have taken care of Mahatma Gandhi. Because they respected him, gave him values, every word was like pearls, because they wanted to maintain Mahatma Gandhi like that. Otherwise, he cannot travel in second class ordinary compartment. Right? He was not traveling with other co-passengers. He was traveling alone in the second class ordinary compartment. That's why I said sometimes compartments were running for just for one person, so that he will not travel with other. Otherwise, a higher class would have been much cheaper. Got it? So, Britishers took care of Mahatma Gandhi well, because they wanted him as the forerunner. They know it is non-violence, so that they know they could do many things. The real picture, Jallianwala Bagh, I made some talks of Shashi Tharoor in different places and then put a Jallianwala Bagh small strip. I got calls from those people who suffered during that just because of that video. on the ground what happened. If you want to know, not go to museum, you must go to Jallianwala Bagh.
Right.
That's where the real action happened, right? So there are a lot of unwritten stories. India is never good in writing stories and histories. Histories and stories are not on the top people. There are people who are there. Nowadays, beautiful movies are coming from different aspects.
Right.
There are very, very good cinemas in different languages coming. Those people who took part in the, even we have got beautiful songs from Kerala.
Right.
Right, we have got revolutionary people, social revolution, spiritual revolution, religious revolutions. Everything happened parallelly. It was nice. It was nice.
Yes, social changes happen. Narayana was very involved. Chatambi Swami was very involved.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was thinking
Iyengar
about all.
was very involved. And when you look at the other leaders in India,
The religious discussion between Srinarayana Guru and Mahatma Gandhi.
correct.
That was a beautiful one. When Mahatma Gandhi came to Travancore king, he was a king, and he was served with water, breakfast, everything. And the king was in dialogue. King doesn't have the decorations. He is a white clothes with a white shirt, no ornaments. Then later, before Mahatma Gandhi could live, Mahatma Gandhi thought he is the simplest man in the world. And then he asked, I want to meet the queen once to say tata bye bye. Then the king said, she was the one who served you breakfast. He himself said, oh, there are people much simpler than me in the world. Being a king, they are serving breakfast for the guests. Right. So there are a lot of beautiful stories around which are undocumented sometimes in the way it is to be documented. Good, nice, we had good dialogue. Thanks to Guruji for these jewels of discussions, which otherwise, I am a person who never attended webinars, seminars, dialogues, discussions. Just because of, I was dragged inside, but then I couldn't stop. Thank you.
We are happy it happened. We are happy that you were dragged somehow. Pleasure is all ours.
When a magnet is attracting another magnet, you cannot escape.
We are not on the extreme different poles anyway.
All sorry. No, if it is always same pole, that's boring. I'll tell you.